I want to show you one of my favorite free online tools to use when it comes to picking fonts to use in my designs. So I'm going to show you Wordmark.it, and it helps you choose fonts by quickly displaying your text with your fonts. So on my canvas right now, I've got this sunflower, and what I want to do is I want to make a monogram to go in the middle, and then I'm going to put this on a tumbler. So let's go ahead and get my initials for my monogram on the canvas, and we will decide what font to use. So I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to go to my extensions. So that's where my Wordmark.it is. It is a website, and when you go to the website, it will let you know if you need to download the extension. So the extensions are right here in the top right corner. I'll click on that, Wordmark.it extension. So the cool thing about this is you put in your text, hit the enter key, and up pops my text in all of the fonts that I have in my system. So, and then from this point, I can narrow them down. So I have a lot to go through. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a few, and all you do is click on it. And it tells me in the bottom when I click on it how many different fonts I've chosen. So 3 fonts selected, and I'll go down and let's just pick some more. And one more, maybe 2 more. Okay. Now that I've selected some different fonts, I go ahead and hit filter selected. And it's going to narrow it down just to the 8 that I chose. And from here, I can narrow it down some more just by clicking the X in the corner. And when I look at it and I think, you know what, I know what I want. I'm going to go ahead and pick Harrington. So I'll go back to Cricut and go up to the box here where it says Cricut Sans. And I'm going to go ahead and type in Harrington. And I'm going to, it's already bold. I'm going to go ahead and ungroup so I can make the B a little taller. I don't want it to proportionally make it taller and wider because that would be too big. So I'm going to click this little lock in the corner and I'll thin it out just a little bit. And I'm going to select them all, change the font to white. I'm going to go ahead and align them vertically. I'm going to move this D in a little. Oh, let's see. I'll move this D in a little bit. I'll move this M out a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach them. Make them a little smaller and put them on top of my sunflower. I think that came out good. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Now let's go back to Wordmark.it one more time. And I'm going to show all fonts. Well, before I show all fonts, let's show all fonts. At the top, you'll see it next to showing your fonts. It'll say show Google fonts. If you click on this, it's going to pop up and tell you, you can subscribe to this for $2 per month, and you get all these extra features. When I first did this, I had a little box over here on the left that said, try this once. I clicked on it and I downloaded about 25 Google fonts. And the cool thing about Google fonts is they all have a commercial license. So if you go to, let's see, select some, you go here and you click on the moon, it changes it to a darker background and a lighter font. But there's that try this once box. So that's what you're going to look for. And so you could go ahead and get some free Google fonts.